Hi, good evening. I'm Dr. Chude Ufondo with Academics. Today we're going to look at the performance at the West African School Certificate exams from a period of 1993 to 2014. So we're going to be comparing the state average with the national average for performance. And for this purpose, we have a very beautiful tool to use in navigating, doing comparative analysis of the performance. So let's go for it. When you look at the graph, you can see the green plot that represents the national average. So the national average is going to be our reference point, which we'll use to compare the other states. So let's start with one state, and you'll see exactly how we use this tool to compare. So let's look at Abia State. So Abia State represents the black dot. So you can see clearly that from 1993, Abia State actually was below the national average, but over time peaked in 2005 and has been way above the national average. And currently in 2014, the average is 57.2% compared to 29.4% for the national average. That's awesome. So let's look at another state. Let's look at another eastern state, Anambra State, which represents the red dot. So Anambra State started below the national average in 1993, but over time peaked in 2008. Has been consistently above the national average, and currently in 2014 it's at 58.1%, a little bit above the Abia State average and way ahead of the national average, which is at 29.4%. So pretty much we can actually deactivate the Abia State and the Anambra State map and look at one of the western states. So let's look at Lagos State. So Lagos State represents the red dot. So when we go back to the graph, you can see that Lagos State from World Go in 1993 was above the national average and has consistently been above the national average, and currently in 2014 it's at 45.3%. So in comparison, let's look at one other western state. Let's look at Ogun State. So Ogun State represents this. So you can see Ogun State started, above the national average at 6.3, but has been above, a little bit below, and currently is at 26.2% in 2014. That's surprising. So this is basically what we do with this tool. You can use it to flip and look at states and compare with the national average. So let's look at the northern states and see how they're faring. So let's look at Nasarawa State. So Nasarawa is in yellow. Nasarawa was way below, almost at zero, and been quite above and a little bit here and there. But currently in 2014, it's at 13.1% compared to 29.4%. So you can see Nasarawa State has never been above the national average. So this is actually one of the ways we can look at areas the federal government can pay more attention in education. So let's look at one other northern state. Let's look at Taraba State. So Taraba State just has about the same graphical illustration with Nasarawa State. Presently it's at 11.7%. So you can see the disparity between the western, the eastern, and the northern states. So this is a very good tool to use in presenting your case, making an argument in favor of areas we can put more money in, making sure we get exactly what we want. So please, will you mind sharing your thoughts, your ideas, opinion about the findings? Thank you for having me here. Have a good evening, and bye.